different body part. I've had trouble sleeping through the aches, pains, and niggles. I even ruined a family weekend in Bath, sulking because I was convinced my ankle was about to implode. All pure paranoia. And speaking of potty, I wonder briefly if the problem in my bowels is down to something I ate last night. Cousin Vassos and I had inadvertently invented a private Marathon Eve tradition as we walked into a city centre restaurant in search of carbs. It was the sort of place we imagined Catalan locals dined at for special occasions. That's probably exactly the vibe they were hoping tourists would feel, and it worked a treat. We were seated in the middle of a busy, yet understated dining room, ordered a beer each, and cheerfully asked our waiter to bring whatever food he suggested would help the two of us run a good race the following morning. I'm not sure the waiter was well schooled in the delicate art of marathon nutrition, but he certainly knew how to lay on a proper feast. Dish after wonderful dish was laid before us, all colourful, all bursting with flavour, all dripping in oil, like nothing we'd ever eaten before. After a brief moment, considering the wisdom of eating these new concoctions on the eve of a big race, we decided to simply relax and go with the flow. Well, what a flow. Massive plates of pork, snails, onions, smoked sardines, seafood paella, even oxtail with foie gras. This was before I went plant-based obs. We revelled in the thrill of ignoring all the sensible advice we'd ever been given about eating a tried and tested, simple supper the night before a marathon. Don't risk running with an upset stomach, they say. Well, we both went high risk in Catalonia that night. Not that we knew it at the time, but Barcelona was to be the first of many one-night European odysseys. Fly somewhere on a Saturday, run a marathon the following morning, home by Sunday evening. And from Bergen to Copenhagen, Ljubljana to Prague, we searched out the most eclectic restaurants to gorge ourselves on local delicacies. The weirder, the better. We knew that one day we might live to regret it, but the risk only added to the enjoyment. No risk of any enjoyment on the Barcelona start line. Nerves are so loud they're verging on panic. The man on the public address system starts the countdown. Oh God, now I urgently need a wee. I have a matter of seconds to consider this latest setback before the hooter sounds. The marathon is underway. Around me, everyone starts shuffling forwards towards the start line. I'm in with a group expecting to finish in around 3 hours 30, only because I followed my cousin in here, and in the few minutes it takes to reach the start, I make a snap decision to remove the timing chip from my shoe and discard it. If I'm going to fail here, and let's face it, I probably am, ain't nobody gonna know about it. Whenever I've needed to pee mid-race since, I think back to those opening few yards in Barcelona. As we all started running and I was flipping the timing chip to the side of the road, my bladder felt full to bursting. By the time we'd reached the first bend in the road, it was as if I'd never needed to go at all. I'm pretty sure I didn't wet myself in the meantime, so either, I thought, this whole urge to wee was psychosomatic, or my body modified the signals it was sending to my brain because it knew bigger problems now lay ahead. 26.2 of them. Though actually, around 2/3 of those went gloriously smoothly. I'd been looking forward to passing the famous Camp Nou Stadium home to FC Barcelona and was thrilled to discover the route went right around it, and 5 miles done already. I was also pleased that the Sunday morning streets were relatively quiet. Lots of cheering Catalans would emerge later, but they'd do so quite rightly in their own good time. Which meant to me that there were far fewer people to witness my inevitable disgrace as I pulled out of the race. My long runs in training had built up to 16 miles, but no further. The planned 18 and 20-mile runs in my 17-week plan were abandoned due to a dodgy ankle. It also put paid to all running for the past month. As it turns out, 16 miles in training...